Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust. It is mid-February. It's actually very late February because February's only, 28, 29 days, depending on what year it is. It's the 23rd of February, basically, is what I'm trying to say. We have our second leg of the Croky Cup Semi Final today against KV Mechelen. We also have to play Cercle Bruges, a team that we've already played once on camera, and we were rubbish against them, so hopefully we can redeem ourselves a little bit in this episode. Since the last episode, we've actually played a reasonable amount of football. We've played 5 matches off camera, winning 2, losing 3. We've beaten Royal Antwerp, Richie Ennen and Douahulu with the goals here. We lose to Charleroi 3-2, Samura and Detry scoring. Against Standard Liège, we lose 3-0. Let's not talk too much about that one. Against Genk, we win 3-0 somehow. Samura with 2, Torres also on the score sheet. Douahulu, this time, turning provider, I believe, in this one, getting 2 assists. And then against Anderlecht, a 1-0 defeat. I was going to do this match on camera. Kind of glad I didn't because it wasn't the most exciting. And we picked up 2 injuries. And one of them is Silas Naka, who has knackered his leg. He's now out for 3 to 4 months with a broken leg. He's broken his foot and his leg in the space of, probably not even a year. It's probably, 8 months? He's broken his foot and his leg. He's just made of glass. If you missed the end of last episode, you would have missed this very, very important piece of news. Yes, this is Seydou Sai. Yes, he's currently playing for Braga. He had a minimum fee release of £550,000, which I didn't notice, and they just bought it out literally after the transfer window closed, so we couldn't even try and sign a replacement until I realised we can buy free transfers. So we've done that. We've actually brought in 3 players, 2 goalkeepers, and a young central midfielder from Spain. Let's start with the Spanish midfielder. Saliu Fall has signed, formerly of Murcia or Real Murcia. He was available on a free transfer. My scouts went, hey, look at this guy, and I went, sure, he's cheap, £170 a week, not a lot of money, maybe there's some potential there. The 2 goalkeepers, however, you've probably heard of one of them, and he's not very good. It's Jamal Blackman, formerly of Chelsea. He's had about 3,500 loans. He's never played for Chelsea, but he's played for every other club. He went to Middlesbrough, he went to Östersunds, he went to Wycombe, Sheffield United, Leeds, Vitesse, Bristol Rovers and Rotherham without ever kicking a ball for the Chelsea first team. He then signed apparently for LAFC on a free, didn't play there either. We've then picked him up on a free transfer, but don't worry, he's not our number 1 goalkeeper. We did get somebody a little bit better. 29-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper, Andriy. Now, he's good, isn't he? I think he's good. I don't know whether he's as good as Seydou Sai, but I think he's good. I basically sent my scouts to try and find me some goalkeepers. They found Andriy and I went, yeah, he'll probably do. The 16 eccentricity is a bit of a concern, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too much of a problem. He's already played twice for us, keeping a clean sheet as well, and only conceding once. So he's doing all right. That 1 goal was the goal against Anderlecht. And one final thing before we go into the proper matches of today's episode. The World Cup in Qatar, completely ignored the fact that this took place, was won by Germany. But interestingly, Nigeria finished second. Nigeria actually finished second in the World Cup. In the 3rd place playoff, it was Mexico and Croatia. Bit of a weird World Cup, the Qatar World Cup, wasn't it? So yeah, a bit odd to me. Anyway, let's play KV Mechelen. That is our first match of today, and then it will be Cercle Bruges, where hopefully we can redeem ourselves after what was a bit of a mess last time we played them. The starting lineup then for the KV Mechelen game. In goal will be Andriy. He is our number 1 goalkeeper now. It will be Weidner, Howells, Keita and Bernard Gerrard as our left back today. Lamine Fomba and Pacoma Zazou will be the central midfielders. We're going to have Torres and Polizzi on the wings. Samura and Yarmolenko will be our strikers. You will notice, or some of you might notice, Yarmolenko's average rating over the first 4 games that he's played for us is a 6.15. He is awful. He's played as a right winger for 3 of them. He played as a striker for 1, and he didn't do very well as a striker, but he's so good. Plus, we have injury problems. Douahulu, as you can see, not in the squad because he is currently out injured. I think he's out for a fair amount of time as well. Douahulu is out for 2 to 5 weeks. We're missing Naka, as we know, for 3 to 4 months. We're missing Jamal Abu for 7 weeks to 3 months. Hebert is also out injured for 3 to 12 days. We've got some injury concerns, basically. We drew the first match 1-1. Hopefully, we can just... If we win, we go to a final, and I'm pretty sure it's Standard Liège, the team that have just beaten us 3-0, that we'll be playing. Form-wise then, we haven't been the best, have we? We've lost 3 of our last 5. KV Mechelen have only won 2 of their last 5 as well, so we're both pretty poor form. Last time around, they took the lead early on. We then equalised fairly soon after through Douahulu. Hopefully, we don't need to concede a goal before we start playing football. Polizzi with a corner for us. Samura doesn't quite get there. Torres is going to run and close this ball down. Can we get it back to Polizzi, please? Torres is going to play it forward. Does find Polizzi. Can he cross it in? Did he cross that? That was a pass. That was legitimately a pass. I don't think that took a deflection. And now Mechelen coming forward with the ball. Bassouf has it now on the left. Cuts in towards the middle. Lovely ball through. Fagir plays it back to Nguessen. He's gone backwards as well. It's a bit of a strange highlight at the moment because it all started with a misplaced pass from us. Zazua can't quite nick that ball away. Fagir's in on goal and exactly 5 minutes on the clock with 1-0 down once again. Pretty sure they scored after 5 minutes in the first leg. Oh, bloody marvellous. Another left-back injured. Gerard is injured. We have no left-backs on the bench. What we're going to do, we're going to put Keita as a left-back. We're going to put Abubakar Low on. Can Keita play as a left-back? He is left-footed. He's not going to be the most attacking left-back. We do play a wing-back automatic, which, to be fair, lots of 10s and 11s. So he should do a reasonable job. And obviously, we know about Abubakar Low, decent central defender. So no need to worry about him coming on. Corner for Mechelen then. It is 12 minutes on the clock. Bassouf takes it. It's left-footed towards the front post. It's hit the man on the front post. The ball still hasn't managed to get cleared. Are we going to steal this away? They've still got the ball. Polizzi with a decent enough slide tackle. I think 2 of our clearances then hit one of our own players in the face and still nearly found its way into the back of the net. We've had 0 shots in the first 20 minutes. This isn't looking good. We've got ourselves a throw. Abubakar Keita to Polizzi. Back to Pacoma Zazua. Lots of space for the Ivorian. Plays it to Torres. Curling effort from Angel Torres. And what a finish that is from the Colombian. It's 1-1. We are back into this game. Why do we always have to concede a goal before we score one? We've had 1 shot on target with a 0.05 XG and we've put it in the back of the net. If that's the only chance we're going to get, I think we might be FMing them. Well, half time. It is 1-1. And we have been rubbish. We have been really bad. They've had 2 very good chances. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3 shots in very quick succession there, where apparently they might have nearly scored a goal. I'm not happy. We aren't playing very well. Yarmolenko, of course, he's on a 6.4 because he's the worst footballer. On paper, Yarmolenko is great. He just hasn't performed for us one bit. Not even close to performing yet. To be honest, in this match, no one is really performing. I'm going to give them a demand more to see if it fires anybody up. Torres and Polizzi apparently loved that. Fomba loved it as well. We've only got 20 minutes left to play. We've kind of come back into the game looking at the match stats. We've had 10 shots now. Haven't seen anything in the second half. We're going to do a bunch of substitutions. Polizzi's coming off for Richie Enin. We will do that one. We'll also do... They recommend taking Zazua off for La Rosa. That's what we're going to do. It's a risk because we've got a striker on a 6-2 and a striker on a 6-3. But I'd rather just not score a goal from a striker, if that makes sense. Fomba gets this ball from the header down, plays it back to Weidner, the German fullback. Can he get that cross in? He tries. He hits the first man. Hormans. Weidner once again finds Torres. Can he cross in? La Rosa is there. And oh my word, Eliomar La Rosa might well have just put us into a Croky Cup final. What an absolute cracking goal that is from the young Brazilian. This is what I was trying to say about I don't mind if our strikers don't score a goal if we get a goal from midfield. And then La Rosa steps up and does that and scores a screamer. It is 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. We now just need to hold on. I think KV Mechelen have just had a change in formation to try and go a little bit more attacking. But nothing is happening in the second half. It has been fairly dull and uneventful, but that's fine. We have made it to a Croky Cup final in our first year in the Jupiler Pro League. How have we done that? We were rubbish. We didn't deserve that. Second half, we were much better than we were in the first half, but we were not very good. Yarmolenko, I feel like I might terminate his loan. He's been just awful. Everywhere he plays, he's been awful. Oh, great. Another player to join the long list of injuries. So Hebert Douahulu, Abu, Deby, Naka, Gerard and Lucas Verbist all out injured 6 to 7 weeks. That's not a small injury. That is most of the rest of the season that Gerard is going to miss. So looking at our fixtures, the Standard Liège game, which will be the Croky Cup final, will be the final game of the season. So we've got, 7 league matches to play. We are currently sat 11th place in the table, we're a fair distance away from 17th place Zulte Waregem. It is 10th versus 11th in the next match. We're going to go forward. Hopefully we can beat Cercle Bruges. Right then, Cercle Bruges in the league. This is what we're going to go for. There's a lot of red on the screen. Don't worry, it's not too bad. It's going to be Andriy in goal. The back four will be Weidner, Howells, Lowe and Janssens because of all the various injury problems. Zazua and Yarmolenko will be central midfielders today. This is why this bit here is very red, because a certain Mr. Andriy Yarmolenko cannot play as a central midfielder. However, I think if we have a quick check, I haven't checked this, I feel like I should have checked this. If we say DLP on support, he's got the numbers, he just doesn't have the work rate. I think everything else is probably good enough, so that's what we're going to try. I want to get Yarmolenko performing, basically. Torres and Polizzi will keep their positions as the wingers. Samura will be up front today with Jeremy Detry, who I've just realised has a fitness test. He's fine. He remains some way short full fitness. He'll be fine, probably. I think this might be Yarmolenko's last chance. I think if he doesn't put in a performance of over a 6.6, which is a fairly low bar, if I'm perfectly honest, but if he doesn't put in a performance of over a 6.6, I think we're probably just done with Yarmolenko, and maybe we try and cancel his loan deal already, which is weird to say about a player of Yarmolenko's quality. 18 minutes on the clock. Cercle Bruges have the ball coming forward. Vitinho, he's going to get past Janssens, or is that Polizzi? I think it's Polizzi, actually. Plays it back to Da Silva Lopez. Back post is Avina, and Frank Avina makes it 1-0 to Cercle Bruges. Are they just one of those teams that they've just got our number? I feel like they might be, you know. Free kick for Bruges. Hotic takes this. Canute is there. He's headed just over the bar. Still 1-0, but so far everything is going Cercle Bruges' way. We've got ourselves a throw. It's going to be Janssens towards Polizzi, back to Yarmolenko. It's weird seeing Yarmolenko so deep in the pitch. It's a header forward. Yarmolenko with a wonderful slide tackle, actually. Zazua back to Weidner. He's gone long towards Detry. Heads down. Yarmolenko to Zazua. We're seeing a lot more of Andriy Yarmolenko in the middle of the pitch. Torres, he's going to run forward with it. Plays it back to Weidner. The Bayern Munich loanee to Torres once again. He scored in the last match and he scored in this one as well. It's 1-1. Angel Torres' 7th goal of the season, which is a lot more goals than I was really expecting from him. Straight after our equaliser, we are seeing the highlights. So Hermansson has this ball. Berry, they're coming forward. Are we going to nick this away? It's always a worry when there's a highlight straight after a goal. Weidner back to Alan Howells. He's gone back to Abubakar Lowe. Yarmolenko in the middle of the pitch. I like Yarmolenko in the middle. I think it works. I think he can pull the strings. He doesn't have the pace to do the wing play, which is what I'm trying to get out of him. So maybe having him in the middle of the pitch doing the whole deep line playmaker thing kind of works. Weidner's managed to get some space to Torres. Torres back to Zazua. Now Yarmolenko edge of the area. And the Ukrainian has just put that into the top corner. He's a DLP. I've just realised he's a DLP. He's 33 years old. Why am I trying to get him running? Just have him stand still and just do magic. That's all we want from Yarmolenko. Turn into a magician. And straight after this goal as well, there's another highlight. Is this going to be like 3-1? Is it going to be 3-1 within the space of a couple of minutes? Hotic has this. Plays it across to Vitinho. Bruges coming forward with it. Are they called Bruges or Cercle? I don't know. Bruges crossed the ball in. Andriy comes out, claims that emphatically, eccentrically some might say, for the eccentric Brazilian goalkeeper. Kicks it long towards Torres. Doesn't win the header. And once again, Bruges coming forward with the ball. Da Silva Lopez over the top. Lots and lots of space. I would say lots of space. It wasn't space. He had no space at all. Still managed to get a shot away. It's over the bar. We're in front. Hotic with the free kick for Bruges. It's almost 2-2. Yarmolenko's on a 7.6 right now. He's a central midfielder, isn't he? Samura to Zazua. Yarmolenko needs this. Zazua's tried to get a bit of space for himself. What a weird shot that was from the Ivorian. It's gone over the bar. Half time. It is 2-1. And Yarmolenko is on a 7.8. We've done some magic here. He's done some magic here. We've worked out how to use a 33-year-old Andriy Yarmolenko in a below-average Rupel Boom side in the top division in Belgium. I think we need to get him training as a DLP quickly. If he keeps up this form between now and the end of the season, I kind of want to sign him. I need to obviously wait to see how well he does, but if we sign him, make him a proper DLP for just a season, nothing too long, that could be amazing. Anyway, let's play the second half. I haven't worked out the maths, but I think we are not too far away from being mathematically safe as well, which is very good news. Jeremy Detry's going to hopefully get there first. We are, 7-8 minutes into the second half. Detry's going to play it back to Yarmolenko, and the Ukrainians' effort this time goes over the bar. I want a hat-trick from Yarmolenko. I know he's only scored one, but I want him to score more. Torres is injured. Great, that's another injury. We've got so many injuries. What is going on? We're going to do Enin. We're also going to do Zazua off for La Rosa. La Rosa, I feel a bit harsh for, because he should have been playing as that DLP. Instead, we obviously went for Yarmolenko, who's now on an 8.1. Final few minutes. I say final few. We've actually got, 15 to go. Polizzi has this ball headed back from Samura. Plays it across to Enin. The Canadian runs off to that right-hand side. He's been tackled or fouled. If that's a penalty, I have a feeling Yarmolenko should be the best penalty taker. I'm not sure. I've not checked this. I've not set any of this up. It is a penalty. It is a penalty. So, Polizzi's taken it. Can we change it here? Is Polizzi the best penalty taker? No, he's not. Yarmolenko is. I feel like that was too late. I feel like it was too late, and I think Polizzi's going to be taking this penalty, isn't he? It is going to be Luca Polizzi then. He's still good at penalties. He makes it 3-1 against Cercle Bruges. His 7th goal of the season as well. We score goals from all over the place, which is great. Normally, when you play Football Manager, it's only ever your strikers that score. We're getting goals from wingers and midfielders and everything. Highlight straight after the goal. Let's get rid of this Luca Polizzi's taking the penalty thing because he's already done that. Hotic on the right-hand side. Still 15 minutes to play. So plenty of time for Cercle Bruges to get back into this. Van He gets past. I think it was Abubakar Low. His effort isn't the best. Goes well wide of the post. 3-1 to Rupel Boom. Do we do our final substitution? I think we do. And it's going to be Weidner coming off for Prisikena. Now, there are better tactical options. We could take Janssens, we could take Abubakar Low, we could even take Samura off because none of them are playing particularly well, but we've only really got one decent right back, and I don't want him to get injured. Final couple of minutes then, we've got ourselves a throw. Kenner towards Enin doesn't manage to find him. Cercle Bruges can come forward, or maybe they can't. Enin's stolen this away. He's made some space for himself. The goalkeeper just does a terrible job, really. He did on the ball. That's not a saying. It's 4-1. Richie Enin with his 3rd goal of the season. This makes up for the abysmal performance we put in against them last time we played. Still not quite over. The highlights randomly started with the ball almost going into the goal. Keita with it for Cercle Bruges. We've got, 30, 40 seconds to play. So maybe there is a chance for just a consolation. Hotic with the ball edge of the penalty area. Steal it away. Janssens doesn't manage it. Andre comes out, holds onto that one. I feel like this isn't a highlight. This is one of those end of the game highlights, isn't it? Enin doesn't win the header. Prisikena controls it. He's lumped it upfield. Detry controls it. Back to Enin. Is it going to be 5? It might not. It's not 5. Yarmolenko's just fallen over his own feet, apparently. Van He's going to go and have a chance himself. Tries to cross it in. Abubakar Low kicks that straight down the tunnel. We are over the 94, so ref, it doesn't matter if they score this. Just blow the whistle. Hotic takes the corner towards the middle. A header clear from big Jeremy Detry. Referee, anybody? Come on, no? Can you see the time? You can see the time. It's 4-1. It is 4-1, and Andriy Yarmolenko is a central midfielder. We've broken the code. We've cracked the code. Yarmolenko's a midfielder. So Torres is only out for 1 to 2 days, which is actually pretty decent. Yarmolenko on form for Rupel Boom. He is on form. It is his first decent performance in a Rupel Boom kit. You can see a 6'5", a 6'1", a 5'9", 6'1", 6'2", and then an 8 from central midfield, which means this DLP support role, that's his new position, which I'd never thought I'd ever say we're going to play Yarmolenko as a DLP, but I think that's going to work. The 3 points then against Cercle Bruges basically swaps places with them, doesn't it? We move up to 9th place, 38 points in the bag. We have a chance to get into this weird, I think, Europa League 2, or Conference League, or whatever it's called, little league system, which is 5th down to 8th. I don't know whether that's going to happen. What we are going to do next episode, I'm thinking we might go just to the end of the season, or maybe we do. Maybe we do Morscron and Beerschot, possibly. Maybe that's an option. Maybe we do Beerschot and Ghent. I think we might do Beerschot and Ghent, you know. Thank you very much for watching this very successful episode of Rupel Boom or Bust. We're into a Croky Cup final. We're up to 9th place in the top division. I nearly said Premier League. It's not. It's the Jupiler. Is it? I feel like I say this wrong. I say Jupiler, but there's no extra I. The top division in Belgium. We're up to 9th. We've managed to somehow get Andriy Yarmolenko to not only play well, but score a goal. Things are going well. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will be back next time with some top division games, I think. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, we're going to carry on this good form.